Natty versus Enhanced. Greg Doucette recently put this post up with a poll, and as you can see from the results down here, most people picked the Natty Greg. Yeah, somebody down here said both look amazing, it depends on your goal. And this guy down here said Natty Greg is the most ideal male physique you can go for. Lean, super healthy with a little bit of muscle. Listen, I've got to agree with that guy, but if you'd asked me this 5 years ago, I would have said Enhanced Greg all the way. Now, first things first, if you don't know who Greg is, he's been bodybuilding for years, like probably double what I've been doing. He was a very successful natural competitive bodybuilder, and he's recently said the reason he went Enhanced is because you couldn't get pro cards back in the day, and he really wanted a pro card. He's very, very competitive, and as far as I'm aware, he was Enhanced for a good decade, and he put on, if I remember correctly in his comment section, he said he put on 25 pounds of lean body mass stage weight, which is pretty ridiculous. So this is 25 pounds, more or less 11, 12 kilograms of pure muscle. Yeah, and obviously they're not the same pose. It's not the best comparison, but I think you can see a little bit. It looks like he's got a tiny bit of a GH gut. Like, he hasn't got a GH gut, sorry, but you can see his gut's a tiny bit more distended here. And it is a different pose, so it's kind of hard to say that. But that would have been from probably growth hormone use, insulin use, and even anabolics in general. It does increase the size of the musculature in the abdomen, which is quite a lot of muscle, all those core muscles. I guess it does come down to what is your preference. And you have to bear in mind, he was a very successful natural competitor. So most guys that are natural would love to look like that. I mean, most probably wouldn't even look like him naturally. Yeah, most, I'll be honest, most, if they got down to this body fat, most would, you know, be lucky to look like that. To look like this on stage, most people ain't even gonna look like that Enhanced. And he was a very successful bodybuilder, so you have to bear that in mind. But yeah, so it's up to you. This is a very good example of somebody with decent genetics, perfect work ethic, even going Enhanced for a decade. It was just 25 pounds. And a lot of people think when you're going to hop on, they really do think they'll just look like an IFBB pro within literally 12 weeks, which is ridiculous. But yeah, now 5 years later, I would completely change my opinion. And like I've said in my prior videos, I didn't downsize for any other reason than I wanted to test if it would cure my sleep apnea, which it didn't. But now I just love it. I feel so much better. And like that guy says, the Calvin Klein model physique is the way to go for a young man, if that is your preference, if you want to attract the opposite sex as much as possible, and if you want to look your best in good outfits, your posts on social media, and you want your dating app profiles to pop.